Okay, I think that's enough. Welcome and thank you for joining us one more time on this first webinar of the year. Uh, I'm pleased to have audience from different places around the world. That's important. I hope you enjoy this session and can learn from Kunak the benefits of control air pollution in the industry. Let's start with the following fact. According to the World Health Organization, 99% of the global population breathe air that exceeds the established limits, which are caused by different pollution sources, such as the case of industrial pollution, the main topic of today. As you already are aware, industrial air pollution is a type of contamination resulting from various activities of the industries. It's when, for example, factories, mines, and transportations release harmful substances into the air, having certain impacts on the environment and, of course, in people's health. A wide range of pollutants cause this type of pollution in the industry, as they emit various pollutants into the air, including particulate matter, volatile organic compounds, sulfur dioxide, hydrogen sulfide, nitrogen oxides, and other pollutants that, together or not, are causing environmental problems and individual health issues. Now, let's review some of the major pollutant industries. Mining and cement plants, for example. Activities such as exploration, construction, and operational activities result in airborne emissions of pollutants. The largest source of air pollution for these industries is particulate matter, which is spread by the wind during excavation or blasting, and gas emissions like carbon monoxide and sulfur dioxide as result of combustion of fuels in explosions or maybe mineral processing. Then we have metal industry. Regarding the metal industry, this is one of the biggest industries in the world, being the minerals most used, the copper, gold, and iron ore. Particularly from the iron ore, which still is obtained, the manufacturing process is energy intensive and emit several pollutants, including particulate matter, PM2.5, PM10, carbon dioxide, sulfur oxide, etc. Then we have oil and gas. Every stage of oil and gas operations, from production to extraction, processing to distribution, releases air pollution that negatively affects public health and environment. Being the largest industrial emission sources, the volatile organic compounds, and the methane. The first one contributes to the formation of ground level ozone, better known as smog. And the second one is potent greenhouse gas. On the other hand, we have petrochemical companies whose verticals go from pharmaceuticals and textiles to detergents and lubricants, involving a mix of harmful pollutants like volatile organic compounds, nitrogen dioxides, in particular pollutants like hydrogen chloride. Lastly, we have the wastewater group. The waste disposal industries can generate hazardous waste that must be properly disposed of, sometimes as facilities that can create significant air and other pollutions like landfills, compost, farming, or different waste treatments. And through the various treatment phases, different gaseous pollutants are produced. The most common are H2S, mercaptans, and ammonia that can produce intense odorous nuisance affecting nearby communities. So this is where the question arises, what the issues of major concern are. The impact of industrial air pollution can be significant. Hence, the typical problems that concern the most to the industries are, for example, odor emission episodes that can cause nuisance in the surrounding areas, possible leakages releasing hazardous gases into the air, high concentrations of particulate matter, atmospheric air pollution leading to degradation of natural resources and contributing to climate change, and long-term exposure to these pollutants can cause, of course, respiratory and cardiovascular disease, being a health risk to the population. In this regard, why this is important to reduce industrial air pollution? As cities grow, individuals often end up living next to industries, leading to complaints, which become a pressing issue affecting environment and society. So the comprehensive access and control of industrial premises helps reduce pollution, whether the reason is controlling emissions, compliant legislations, companies having ESG policies, protecting vulnerable population, or just understanding what is in the air. Mitigating industrial emissions always makes sense. But what are the available solutions? It's important to better understand that there are different instruments to monitor air quality in the market. In the first place, we have, or we can find, the standard method, the regulatory and equivalent instruments. They provide a very high data accuracy, and they are regulated and certified by environmental bodies. However, they tend to have a limited spatial resolution, and because of its specific capabilities, their cost of installation and maintenance are quite high. In second place, we can find the professional sensor-based systems like Kunak instruments, very capable of providing high accuracy and effectiveness in terms of cost. They have a reduced size, and they can be deployed to extend the monitoring coverage of reference stations. So they are not certified yet. Air quality specialists and international evaluators are taking the lead to standardize the data performance criteria, such as the case of the approved European Technical Specifications 17660, Air Quality Performance Evaluations of Air Quality Sensor Systems, Part 1. This is for gases. And finally, we can find low-cost air quality sensor destined to quality awareness projects, for example. They have a limited performance in terms of accuracy, but they have a very low cost. Then, after this dense info, I know you might be asking, but how can Kunak help? We have extensive experience measuring the effect of environmental emissions with accurate multipollutants by identifying which processes produce the most gases and particulates, detecting fugitive emissions that would otherwise go undetected by other internal processes, analyzing the effect of pollution levels and odor perception, supervising to prevent negative impact on nearby population. And these are just some examples. So why do industry managers prefer Kunak? Accurate monitoring is the key. Industries of any kind can have the highest accuracy possible in sensor-based technology, reliable measurements tested by air quality experts, and comparable to reference instruments. We have our own algorithm that reduce environmental condition effects and external interference. We are pioneers in the remote calibration, and we have robust and resistant devices to be deployed in different environment conditions. In response to these features, the following are the proposals. Kunak Air Pro, you already know, has been designed to resist the hardest environmental conditions. Is today the ultimate proven performance solution for heavy industry mines and quarries. It can monitor up to 5 gases and 5 types of particles simultaneously. And when it comes to multi-pollutant monitoring and data integration, environmental and sustainability professionals prefer AirPro. It has been tested by the US Environmental Protection Agency, AirLab in France, and other air quality experts, which comes now with MCERS certifications. Then we have Kunak Airlight. It's been designed to implement fence line monitoring in industries, for example, with other issues like oil and gas, wastewater treatment plants, paper company, landfills, plumbing, etc., requiring a more compact design, targeting 2 gases, 3 types of particles, and proofs. What superintendents and innovation responsible value the most about the Airlight is the usage of the same principles of the Kunak Air Pro. And of course, it's affordability. Both are equipped with temperature, humidity, pressure, dew point, and GPS sensors, which are built in and come as standard parameters with every device. The stations work autonomously with solar panel measuring continuously in real time and are designed to reduce maintenance costs that together with the patented plug and play gas cartridges, we have a wide range of pollutants, as you can see in this slide, with low and high concentrations. This is to target different applications. And of course, the Kunak cloud-based platform that has different cloud analysis tools. All of these solutions allow the environmental professionals to manage and analyze air quality data to make better decisions. That's why by and for all of our stakeholders, our mission is to help them control critical parameters in real time with highest standards of accuracy and reliability. In this context, our solutions has been awarded by the US Environmental Protection Agency with an honorable mention in its wildfire sensor challenge. And the AirPro was awarded the most multi-pollutant sensor in the last edition of AirLab, which was organized by AirParty. Additionally, we work with more than 100 customers around the world and have a very valuable distribution channel I'm proud of. Cartridges technology is already patented, okay, with a unique design that allows the customers the control throughout all the life cycle of each sensor, making their life easier. And among other relevant international evaluations, we have participated in EcoSpec in USA, CDMI in Mexico, Ricardo in UK, and APA in Italy. Well, okay. Now, let's move to relevant projects in the industry, which by their scope, I wanted to share with you the benefits that Kunak solution have provided to their processes. I'm confident that you all could check the main applications where Kunak monitoring systems can be deployed, as well as the needs met by Kunak solutions in each case. Mining. We were approached to make possible a hybrid monitoring network in a coal mine. They were looking for a comprehensive air quality system that allowed them to measure particulate matter and gases during exploration activities, evaluate the efficiency of the control systems, integrate data from existing reference instruments, and expand the monitoring coverage, which we mentioned that is a clear limitation of reference stations. As a result, the mine was able to have into one cloud platform the air quality, meteorological, and reference data. They improve the efficiency in their processes because they have like a material loading and unloading system already in place. And this is because they wanted to reduce pollution. Deploy a multi-pollutant air quality network all over the area of the study, and of course, obtain data, high data resolution comparable to reference instruments. Other relevant project is related to cement plants. In response to adopting more environmentally sustainable policies, protecting nearby population and workers' health, one of the world's cement leaders installed an air quality perimeter system. They needed to basically monitor dust resulting from excavations and crushing activities, gas control during traffic, storage, and transportation processes, correlate reliable air quality data with meteorological measurements, and of course, mitigate air pollution effects to nearby communities. In consequence, the cement plant was able to identify PM size and differentiate processes according to a specific dust episode. Thanks to our particulate matter analysis tool, and its capability to show PM counts and PM distribution. They also were able to take the most appropriate actions by detecting high gas concentrations periods through pollution process tool that detects the direction of the emission sources. They also were able to analyze the effect of the air pollution in presence of meteorological events, performing multi-parametric analysis. And of course, ensuring the health of workers and nearby communities. And finally, reinforcing the company's reputation. So this is a clear example of success case. In this slide, I'm sharing an oil and gas use case. An oil gas company from Middle East was planning to install continuous ambient air quality monitoring network at the new production facility in order to identify emission impacts of its exploration activities, detect high concentrations affecting nearby areas, ensure the health and well-being of workers, and comply with environmental standards. As a result, this company was able to identify critical points with our advanced HASPEL tool all over the study area, reduce air pollution on the surrounding community through detection of incidents provided by the automatic supervision features of the cloud, ensure their commitment for safe operation to its workers by demonstrating its efforts to control emissions as a policy of environmental health and safety, reflected in an advanced air quality report. And of course, avoid penalizations from environmental institutions body, because real-time info from Kunak sensors allow them to have continuous monitoring to assist in compliance, because we mentioned that we cannot replace reference stations. We are just complement instruments. Following that, we have wastewater treatment plants. We have put special attention to this kind of project because different countries are adopting normative related to others control. For example, in LATAM and in Middle East, involving the main other gases that contribute to other index, such as H2S, ammonia, and volatile organic compounds. In this context, a municipality was claiming to a local wastewater treatment plant that its operations were affecting the residential areas due to emissions of H2S. However, the wastewater treatment plant have been investing a lot of resources to prevent such episodes. So they aim to ensure that H2S concentration meet the limit values, deploy sensors capable to detect accurate H2S concentrations in the perimeter of the plants, predicts about possible affected areas when other episodes occur. So thanks to an experienced distributor in Kunak solutions, the customer was able to detect exceeded limits and comply with local legislation in case of any deviation using configurable threshold, which is possible with the Kunak Cloud, implants a leakage early detection system by plotting in-situ graphs and receiving alerts, of course, combine real-time air quality measurements with dispersion modeling. But I must say, this is property of our specialized distributor. We don't perform dispersion modeling thus far. And of course, complement data of reference instruments with a reduced maintenance cost. In short, different pollutants to monitor, different environmental conditions, and diverse needs to cover with the same solution. And this is because Kunak instruments are versatile enough to perform different monitoring campaigns. The instruments don't need to be returned into our laboratory to be calibrated, to replace the sensors, nor do maintenance. Because the plug and play cartridge system allows the customers to easily exchange the parameters of their interest whenever they need and wherever they are. In fact, other companies like fertilizer, metal, lubricants, asphalt, pharmaceutical, power plants, etc., can obtain the following benefits too, like improve efficiency in their operations, identify the main sources of contamination in critical points, reinforce controls established by current legislation, have sensors capable to reduce environmental condition effects, and of course, in external interferences, and reduce long-term maintenance costs. Last but not least, Kunak air stations have been tested in the hardest environmental conditions ever in more than 50 countries on 5 continents, from the Nordic at -25 degrees to the Middle East plus 50 degrees. So My final question is, are you interested in accurately measure the impact of your operations?